Hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this afternoon? I think it's afternoon. Is it afternoon? 12:27, it's afternoon. I'm waiting on the cable installation guy. No, not cable TV, but my throttle cables. Here's the cable. I was able to go over to West Marine. They had it in stock. So $39 at West Marine. The taxi cab to give me a ride over there and back ended up costing $1 more than the cable did. So, hey Chief. So I had to pay $40 for a taxi ride and $39.90. Actually, the same price, $39.99 I guess it was for the cable. So, hey Ellie, how you doing? Good to see you. So this is what the cable looks like, and I think maybe this may make it easier for more people to understand the dilemma and why we just couldn't substitute some other cables. They have some very specific ends on the outer jacket. See the outer jacket's red. There's very specific designed ends on both ends of this thing. You see them? This part right in here, and then there's these boots that slide down over it. There's this part that then also gets clamped, and then there's this part that moves back and forth inside. I'm going to try, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can set the phone up here for a second, and then I can show you what I'm trying to talk about. Where's my heavy knife? I'm going to try to set this thing on my knife here so it can act as a phone stand. There we go. Whoop. Now I got the cable stuck. Hold on. All right, so these ends are very specific. They have to have the very specific design so they fit into the clamp system for the boat. And then, of course, this, you know, this is how it works. One, you push on one, pull on the other. So the length had to be exactly 10 feet. They had to have the right thread sizes. They had to have the right pieces here so that the clamps could clamp on them and hold them in place. Both of these ends have to be held. This part has to be held, and this part has to be held. And then this part has to have the other attachments on it to allow it to slide back and forth. So it's a very specific cable. It's not a simple matter of going and putting a lawnmower cable or something in its place. This is a very specific cable designed for a marine application. Little boots that seal down over everything. All stainless steel construction. So it's going to last another 44 years, which is what the original one lasted. So I'm right now waiting on a guy to come and install it. I've got my lazarettes all dug out, everything out of there, so there's room. In fact, top of my boat looks like a disaster right now. You can see outside the window all the stuff piled up out there. I'm actually going to sort through that and get rid of a bunch of that stuff actually while I'm doing this. But yeah, so there's all the parts, and there's the cable already waiting for the guy to come to put it in. I would try to go ahead and start installing it, but I can't because I don't fit in the lazarette. It's just physically not possible for me to fit in a lazarette. It would be like me trying to crawl inside of a 5-gallon garbage can. I'm just not going to fit, guys. So, but he should be over here sometime this afternoon, and we'll get this thing installed. Everything goes well. I hope to be on the road tomorrow morning and out of here. So, Eleanor, stop making Google eyes at Carl. I can see you want to be timed out. Hey Frank, hey Chief, when will the guy be there to make the repairs? Sometime this afternoon. I don't know exactly. Hey Richard Swally, how you doing? You should try Uber or Lyft. Actually, you know what, Richard? I called Uber. I didn't call Uber. I used the Uber app, and I got a price from them. And then I called the taxi company. The taxi company quoted me a price that was cheaper than Uber, but like they quoted me a price of $15 each way. Uber was $23 each way. But then it actually ended up becoming $20 each way. With the taxi, it was a $40 round trip, whereas Uber would have been $46, $47, and actually $47 and change for Uber. So the taxi was the cheaper alternative in this case. But yes, I did check Uber first. I did not check Lyft. I just checked Uber. Hey Gene, how you doing? So anyhow, I just thought I would jump in here and show you guys what this cable looks like. There's another view of it. Very specific designed hardware. You know, kind of a bit of a high-tech cable, if you will. Should should last me another 40 years. So we just got to get this installed correctly, get it adjusted correctly, and I'm just waiting on the guy to get here to get down in the hole. I need a wee little guy to get down in there. Somebody that can fit, because I certainly don't. So other than that, that's about all we've done today. Oh my gosh, it was cold this morning. I had to kick on the propane stove for heat. The guy, John, my friend John on the other boat, said he had it down to 39 this morning. I thought we got as low as 40. He said 39. So, oh, John, we're at $225 right now. We're at $225 at the moment. For those of you guys that don't know, John's doing a match for any donation made right now up to $1,000 between now and the first of the month. We are at $225, and I have another fella who commented to me that he's going to add $100 to that on Thursday, so that would bring us to $325. So we're making pretty good progress for, you know, really just the first day. So actually had your fireplace going last night. Wow. And John Dolan, again, sir, I just can't thank you enough for that incredible offer. I mean, that's just fantastic. So anyhow, so it was cold this morning. I had to fire up the propane stove and just have some propane going, trying to warm it up a little bit. It got really cold here in the boat. I come up out of the blankets, man. I just dove right into sweatpants, socks, shoes, shirt, a t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, and my coat over the top of that. I was all bundled up. I even put gloves on this morning because I was chilly. Boy, for an Alaska boy, they sure got the Alaska cold out of me quickly, man. So it was chilly, but anyhow, it warmed up pretty quickly. I took the dog for a good long walk, and then made arrangements to go pick up the cable at West Marine, which was 6 miles. We're 5.4 miles from here to go to West Marine and back. Got the cable, got back here, spoke to the install guy. He said some guy's going to be here. He actually said he'd be here within the hour. So I just spent the better part of an hour cleaning out the lazarettes, making room for him. I don't want to be paying him by the hour while he's standing around waiting for me to move stuff, so I got everything out of the way first. So he can get here and just jump right into it. Quite literally jump right into it. He's going to have to jump right down into the hole. So all goes well. We should be back on the road tomorrow. All goes well. So anyhow, I'll probably, I may live stream some of the installation while that's going on. So you guys can see some of that, and I'll definitely be live streaming tonight at 7 o'clock, so I will have more for you then. But looks like we're making pretty good headway. And to clarify again one more time, John Dolan has offered to do a funds match for anybody that donates to my PayPal. He'll match dollar for dollar up to $1,000, guys. Now what that does for me right now, what I'm going to use those funds for right now would be to replace my computer. I got online and did some shopping. I found a really nice computer at Costco for about $1,000. It's got a 1-TB hard drive, 16 megabytes of RAM. It's a gaming computer, touchscreen. I mean, it'll be perfect for me for video editing. Absolutely perfect. It's about $1,000. So I'm going to use $1,000 for that, and then the other $1,000, if we can meet that goal, the other $1,000, then I'm going to use. That should pretty much cover all of my fuel costs. And oil from getting down there. So hold on, I think the guy's here. Hello? Are you from Ryan? All right, hold on. Guys, I have to end this real quick. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Sorry about that. Come on.